Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Okay, today I want to talk about women on a job site, construction job site, and the successes that I've had. First thing, answer your phone. People don't answer their phone, and they don't call people back either. So answer your phone, call people back, do the follow-up. And I feel like whenever you call people back, you're making that personal connection with them. And this is the deal. When you make that personal connection, and what happens is I feel like everybody gets on the same page. You talk about, you understand where everybody's thoughts are coming from, and if the conversation needs to be, because so many people want, I have to have this in an email, I have to have this in an email. Okay, well, write out the email, write out your conversation per our conversation this morning. Done. If they have, if you've typed anything wrong, they'll let you know, and then off you go. But that keeps everything on the same page. I feel like it speeds up everything, and it just speeds the whole process up. So keep your so I know I'm looking at my notes because I want to stay focused. I'm kind of ADHD, all those above. I think everybody is, but anyways, keep the contractors that are coming up to date on the progress and schedule. Make sure that they're on your schedule. I mean, things change, and that way things don't fall apart, and if you need to reschedule, revamp, whatever it is. And by doing that, you're not only respecting your time, but you're respecting their time. Life happens, and by making that genuine connection with these people, be genuine. You'll build rapport, and contractors will do whatever you need done pretty much whenever you need it done if their schedule's open, because they want to come and make you happy. It's funny, I had a guy on my job site, he kept telling me he was coming. Well, he wasn't telling me he was coming. He was telling the project manager that he was coming, and then I would be on job site. He wouldn't even show up. Well, once he did show up, and once I made the communication connection with him, that never happened again with him on my job site. So doing that personal, make it personal as far as that goes. And, be authentic. It doesn't take very long to do these things. And it keeps things flowing. And I feel like, emails are appropriate for signing documents and documentation. Being mindful of your contractors' jobs, needs, concerns, the schedule can set the precedence for the way that they're going to show up at your job site. On job site, mindful of what's happening. Is everyone on the same page? If not, what action needs to be taken to get there? Take the time for the questions and concerns. Understanding the process. Somebody's never been to your job site. I run a job site totally different than most people. That's what I hear. So I really enjoy, you know, doing my job site, but these are the things that I do that has really, really, made things good for me on my end and on theirs too. Work smart and have fun with the task that at hand. We spend more time with the people that we work with than our families. So be kind and compassionate. It doesn't cost anything. And have fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun while you're working. The quality will be so much higher as well. The guys love to listen to their music and really get into their work with all their music. Okay, there's only solutions. There's no problems. And I can tell you, that's what I tell the guys when they come on job site. If you have a situation, we have a solution. We don't have problems. I was working on a highway patrol headquarters. The glass at the very top, it broke. We had waited for weeks for it to come in, and they dropped it. And I was standing there watching them put this window in, this pane of glass in. It falls, it breaks into a million pieces. Of course, they all turned to me. There's probably 8 guys there. They all turned to me, waiting for me to get angry. And I was just like, guys, this is what I'm talking about. We have a situation. We have a solution. Call somebody. Let's get a new pane of glass. It wasn't going to help for me to get angry. Who was I going to get angry at? Nobody got hurt. Could have got hurt. Huge, heavy piece of glass. And it was in a million pieces. So, didn't feel like everybody was going to glue it all back together. So, that was, no problem. Situation. The solution was make the phone call. Yeah, we had to wait, 3 or 4 more weeks with a piece of plywood where that piece of glass went. That's where we were. And off we go. Next task. Okay, you don't know until you know. Sometimes people think that just because somebody comes in on a job site and they're working, that they know exactly. No, that's not always true. You don't know what you don't know. So until you do know. And everything flows so much better because then everybody's on the same page. Yes, I am a job site superintendent. Yes, that is my title. I choose to run my job site as being the leader. I don't even want them to call me the boss. I'm their leader. I want to run it where they can come to me with anything. Even if it's personal, it's completely fine. And also, I feel like, they're my tribe, and, I don't want them to run off of fear off of what I'm going to say, or fear off of, oh my gosh, I didn't get enough done, or whatever. No, do the best you can. And listen, let me tell you something. They do such great work. It's great finish. It's like they're woohoo. I'm so thankful that I am getting all this done because look at what I got done, kind of a deal. So, and everybody truly wants to do things right. Think about it. So if you find that someone's doing something wrong, watch. They will, more than likely they'll continue to do that same thing wrong because in their mind they think it's right. When I worked in the ER, we used to check the EKGs after the techs went into the patient's room, and their boss came to us, asked us to keep a list of all the people and all the things that they weren't doing and how they were messing this up or that up. Well, I never did write anybody on the list. And the reason why I didn't write them on the list was because they didn't need to be written on the list. They just need to be watched. And then what I would do is, if they did this part, incorrectly, I would wait for them to bring me another EKG. Yes, I would ask them to correct it. They would correct it, thinking that it was completely correct, still wrong in the same area. So then I would just take them to the side and say, you know what? And this is the deal. Maybe they were trained wrong. Maybe they absorbed it wrong the day that they were being trained. However, they were where they were, thinking that it was correct. And so whenever I did this and showed them, after that, when I checked their EKGs, they were correct. It's pretty simple. Nobody had to be embarrassed. Nobody had to have somebody yell at them or time taken away from them or this or that, because they were going to continue anyways, because here they think that they're doing it correctly. So I thought that was interesting, and I was glad I never turned them in. They didn't need to be turned in. Let's see, where was I going with this? And also, it just keeps the flow steady, fun. I mean, they feel like they're really accomplishing something. Value others people's time and information and energy. People really enjoy looking, at what they've done. Oh, I did that. Let's give credit. Let's just take a few seconds. It's only a few seconds, and kindness doesn't cost anything. Be proud of their work. Be proud of your work, so then in turn you can turn around and be ever so proud of theirs. Okay, so let somebody call theirself out on something that's unfinished. Yes, I go and I walk my job site, and yes, I find things that are incomplete sometimes. I will just go get that person and I'll say, hey, come look, let's look this over. And do you think it's good? Do you think we're all good? So I can sign off on this for myself that we've got this task complete. And they'll really look it over and, check it out. And then, you know what? They call themselves out on it. They're like, oh, this isn't complete. Okay, perfect. Can you get that taken care of? Yeah, I'll do it right now, Lizzie. Okay, and off they go and they take care of it. I didn't need to, cut them or embarrass them in front of a bunch of people. They corrected themselves. And people will do that because they want it to be right. If you have not, please like, subscribe, and share, share this, my lovely experience on being a woman, in the construction, being the job site superintendent with others that you know. So like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. Okay, much love, peace, and joy. And as always, have one terrific day. Mwah.